Now we're going to do something we never do on Dumpster Fire, which is follow up on some of our previous stories because we are absolutely not a news show. But this week is a good week to follow up on some of the things we've been tracking. Not a good week for the activist kids. Greta was arrested after saying she was kidnapped by the IDF.
How dare you?
I love that she said she was kidnapped when the boat was stopped and they were detained. The audacity of this woman saying they were kidnapped when the entire reason the war is even still going on is because the people Hamas are holding hostage. Still in tunnels underground. When the boat was stopped, Israel's defense minister said they were going to make them all watch footage of October 7th, Day of Horrors. But apparently Greta refused to watch or continue watching. She got clockwork oranged on October 7th footage and said she couldn't take it. And then they deported her back to wherever the F she's from, Sweden. And when she was being returned, she faked basically was walking out of the airport, noticed cameras, and then she put her hands behind her back like she was returning handcuffed. This is an AOC move. This is a classic AOC move. AOC did this. It's just a sign that your priorities are pretty fucked up, that you're just more concerned about looking like you've been so oppressed. She's a pretty good actress for an autist, though. I will give her that. Oh, Greta. What a pointless self-involved stunt. That's what I just hate about it. There was a really great video that was going around from a woman who is an Arab in Israel, and she was like, some of us work tirelessly to try and bridge the gap between Gaza and Palestine and Israel, and you don't know anything, and you actually hurt the cause when you do these self-serving stunts that are just, they were calling it the selfie yacht. You're not helping the Palestinians at all. You're just helping yourself. And speaking of people helping themselves, the DNC approval rating continues to tank because, surprise, surprise, people don't like their cities burning and idiots blocking traffic. And in that vein, DNC members voted 294 to 99 to annul vice chair victory of David Hogg, citing diversity quotas. And honestly, they might have unintentionally made a good move for themselves, getting rid of this guy. He shouldn't have been around. He's not good for the Democrats' brand. Nobody likes him. I don't even think Democrats like this guy. Look at him. Look at him. Look at this guy. Look at the face. I see the face of a creepy male feminist who spends his day on social justice, but will eventually find out that he's a misogynist. They all are. This will inevitably come out in some moment of weakness. And meanwhile, while all of this was going on, Trump and Elon got back together. He apologized for going too far with his tweets. And I don't know, he said, I regret some of my tweets, they went too far. So what did you mean exactly? That he wasn't on Epstein's island, or that you shouldn't have said that he was? You basically accused the guy of being a pedo and a rapist, and now you're like, I went too far. We need a little more clarification on that, Elon. It does seem a little bit vague, but I knew it was coming because Trump has repeatedly said that he wished Elon well. And even recently when they asked him about Elon's drug use, he said, I don't think so. I hope not, about Elon doing drugs in the White House. And then he said, our relationship and I wish him well. Very well.
Do you think he ever had drugs here at the White House?
I really don't know. I don't think so. I hope not. Look, I wish him well. You understand. We had a good relationship, and I just wish him well.
I mean, people are truly traumatized about this breakup, so I hope they find their way back into a toxic dynamic that we all know will fall out again. Imagine waking up from that K-hole, though. Woo! And you've burned your relationship with the president, and it's just like watching someone have that kind of crazy downward spiral on Twitter is so wild because we're all refreshing and they're just in it. And they're like, you know what? And then this and then that. And you're like, holy shit, this is Elon having this spiral. And it's a spiral. You feel intoxicated by it. Watching it and being in it, you definitely feel completely taken away with it. And then you step away, take a breath. Someone takes their phone away, or a friend who loves you reaches out and says, dude, and you step back and you're like, oh, I've made a huge mistake.
On a global level.
Global.
Yeah.
Well, the only place Elon could go to kind of fix all of this, I think, is rehab. But even then, that's dodgy because it would affect all of his other businesses. So I don't think he can do that. So he's in a little bit of a pickle. I hope they work it out for America. I do imagine just Trump longingly saying that. And he's like, God only knows what I'd be without you.
God only knows what I'd be without you.
R.I.P. Brian Wilson. That one hit me hard. Just a genius, a true genius.